I can talk fast about this.
Okay, so tell us about this.
Okay, so it is yet another retelling of Dracula with a
Frankenstein and Dracula in the same show.
with the 16th century. They call him 15th century. Right, might have been 50. I'm not going to argue with that unduly. With a genuine historical figure in Transylvania who was the Prince of Wallachia, and he had lots of battles with the Turks and
Vlad the Impaler.
Vlad the Impaler protect Europe from the Ottoman invasion. It's actually quite interesting bit of history there if you want to delve into it. This goes along the usual routes, loosely based upon the novel by Bram Stoker. Dracula's beloved wife, whom he is absolutely obsessed with, is killed by the invading Ottomans, and at this point he despairs of life, rejects God, and becomes a vampire. Ta-da! In modern times, which in this case is 19th century France, with characters with slightly different names, a young somebody or other professional goes to see Dracula, who has spent years searching for the closest version of his lost love he can possibly find, and he's seducing women all around the world using a weird perfume. It's quite bizarre. And there is a connection in with one.
It's Luc Besson. It's going to be bizarre.
I mean, it's thoroughly illogical, also vaguely logical. But he is on a quest to find his beloved, and discovers that his beloved is the fiance of the bloke whose name isn't Jonathan Harker. Who is in fact French, who has come to see him, and off he heads to Paris to find the woman who looks to be the embodiment of his long lost love.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with some spoilers here. I don't care.
It's Dracula, so I mean, if it's based on the book,
she realizes that their relationship. She falls in love with him. It happens in Dracula, loosely in the novel, loosely speaking. They head back to his castle. Stuff happens that bears very little resemblance to the book or previous adaptations. There are gargoyles, animated, moving around gargoyles. I don't know why. For
Luc Besson!
I was not paying sufficient attention to understand, because it is not sufficiently good to warrant that much attention, but it is perfectly watchable and thoroughly ridiculous. And yes, stuff happens. There is an ending. It is a version of a gazillion different versions of Dracula.
So let me check. This stars Caleb Landry Jones as Dracula.
Yes.
To my knowledge, he isn't French. Is this in French or English?
It is in English.
Okay, cool. All right.
My film is in English, so there's no translation issues. Most of the cast appear to be from the Anglosphere, and there are definitely some Italians in there and all sorts, because there are apparently some Italian characters in there. I don't expect it to bear a great resemblance to the book.
Well, the thing is, I feel like Luc Besson's thing is like usually he'll have one name person in it and then fill it up with a whole bunch of other people that you might not recognize. Well, definitely not in Hollywood, you wouldn't recognize them.
No,
and his films will most likely be European productions, which means that there's going to be people from all around Europe who he will shove in the film.
Which he does successfully, and it is a well shot. I'm going to say pretty, but also very ugly film, because obviously, it's not meant to be. We're not
like Scream.
Consistently beautiful characters. It's another variation. It does not bear a great deal of resemblance to the actual book, but I didn't expect it to. The only one vaguely done that was the
Bram Stoker's Dracula
version. Yeah,
the Coppola one. Right. So cool. So it's not Nosferatu, but how many stars would you give it?
I'm going to give it 2.5.
2.5.
An absolutely fine, perfectly watchable film. I don't even know if it's been on in the cinema.
If it was very, very limited. It was very limited.